This man got the beating of his life for an outrageous reason. It was an ordinary day on a highway in southern Thailand, but everything changed when this motorcyclist began to destroy the van next to his vehicle. Glass was strewn everywhere. It wasn't clear whether people were injured by the broken glass or by the stone, but the man on the motorbike was still seeking revenge. Apparently, it had all been caused by a honk from the van, but nothing justified the motorcyclist's violent reaction. Even this helpless elderly man was trying to talk some sense into him. However, what had started out as a nightmare for the people in the van would suddenly become the nightmare of the short-tempered scooter driver. The defenseless old elderly and another young man would engage in a fight that would only be the beginning of a long, torturous affair. The situation got completely out of control. There were no longer just 2 or 3 people trying to take out the scooter driver, and the nightmare was getting darker and darker for him. However, of course, the driver didn't know that if he didn't control himself, everything would go from bad to worse. The irritable man would end up completely powerless on the ground. He no longer had any chance of escaping, nor could he channel all his hatred and anger into ferocious attacks against the other drivers. Angry people behind the wheel aren't uncommon. In fact, it's very common to see this kind of event on the news every day. Fights breaking out on the streets, highways and roads.
A routine cash delivery takes a violent turn. 2 armed guards caught up in a road rage attack.
We'll go out and get him.
What happened in Australia could have escalated because this man's victims were 2 armed guards from a cash-in transit company.
The driver then returned to the boot of his car. Fearing the worst, one of the guards was forced to draw his gun.
I just assume that when they pull out their guns that obviously someone's got a major threat against them.
People have shown that being in the driver's seat has become a reason to experience unrelenting stress. This has actually led to serious accidents.
Just last week, this shocking video of an incident on a California freeway leading to a multi-car crash.
Call 911, Chris.
Of course, destroying a car hasn't been the only outcome of such road rage. It's even had fatal consequences.
Breaking overnight, a road rage incident turns deadly. Metro says it happened near the I-15 and the Russell off-ramp after one driver cut another driver off. And when the cars came to a stop in that area, police say one of the drivers got out of their car with a gun and approached the car in front. Now, the driver inside of that car then also pulled out a gun and shot the driver that approached multiple times. He ended up dying at the scene.
The truth is that the streets are no longer dangerous just because of speeding cars and trucks, but also because of the people behind the wheel and the stress that they experience every day when they are on the road.